of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Back, green 80, ground 80. Hey, Rocket.
On play action, Rivers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
We got 3 down, 3 down. He's coming. Double up, double up.
Flight.
Double up.
Sponge. No. Hey, go orange. Orange.
Watch safety creeping.
Now Rivers. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down. A nice little completion there by Phillip Rivers. And you and I were reading the article yesterday, 5th grade. Rivers had to do a project where he had to make a poster about his dreams and aspirations. So he clipped out a football player from a magazine article and pasted his face on the helmet. That's what he wanted to be, and it turned out okay.
Not so bad at all. Remember, he's the son of a coach. And on that play, I think he made the old coach proud with that completion.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
No. SOS.
Throwing again. Rivers. Flushed out right. And his throw here's incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Push the mic right here. We go mic 40. I'm coming after you.
On third down, Rivers. Finding Green complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
A first down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Check.
Mixon will try to right side. Matt Judon there to bring him down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's third down.
He's checking.
Wait, 89.
Play fake. Rivers. He's going to air it out deep for Green. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A.J. Green with touchdown number 8 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Bullock good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward, since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Rivers. Got a man open. It's Ross. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A really good pickup of 28 yards. You know, he's already thrown for more yardage in this first quarter than he did all of last week.
And I could be snarky here and say, well, he didn't throw for a lot of yards last week, but the bottom line is he put in a great week of practice and really came out ready to go in this one.
Check. Crunch.
Rivers on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
Step 180, 390.
Hey, tight. Check 43.
Mixon trying to punch it in. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Hey, tighten down.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape, because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
On 1st down, this is Geis. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Now on 2nd and 13. Jackson. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here. Jackson Jackson from the shotgun, and that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A.J. Green, 79 yards. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And it's now 14-0. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. On 2nd and 7, Jackson. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 16 yards, a first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Geis, and he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he rifles one incomplete. Was trying to get it to Darius Geis out of the backfield, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Line 36. Army. Watch 36.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for. Now 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
Check 50. Check 50.
Following the interception here, Rivers. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible. Hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad. Yeah. He got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
White! Hey, 79! 79!
On third down, Mixon. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. For a lot of people, MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Mixon running right. And down inside the 15 he goes. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Rivers now. Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business.
And he's going to go down again. Chandler Jones racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now Joe Mixon. And he's got room. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 19 yards is the pickup there, but even with that, they're well short. It's 4th down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Bullock's kick is good, and the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. Throwing is Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. They go play action with Jackson.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive there. He hits the reliable target. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again. Jackson. And he comes back with one complete. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
45, 45. Mike, 45. Hey, they're scared. They're scared.
To throw again is Jackson. He's going to fire one deep over. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Paul Richardson, as the first half is winding down, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The clock showing just 16 seconds till the half as they line up 1st and 10.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
From the gun, Rivers. He's going to air one out. He's got a man, complete. And all the way to the opposite 45. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
Not today. 36, 36. Check 31, check 31.
White, 89.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Fields. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This from 54 yards away. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coach. Report. Coach. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Big Geno Atkins here to bring him down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Jackson, and he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. It's Geis on the counter. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Kill.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Jackson off to Geis on the screen. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. So that last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on third.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again. Big Dad, go, boy. Come.
Jackson now. On the crossing route, complete. It's Andrews. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Again, it's Mixon. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
And I think that's going to go down as no gain, but that doesn't seem fair for the effort that was presented on that play. That should go down as a loss. I know, I'm a defensive guy, but you got to like the play that was made.
He made a lot of those plays last week. He was AFC Defensive Player of the Week, picking up where he left off. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs, but the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
So this punt sails out of bounds across midfield. Now the question, they're going to spot it right at the 40, the 40-yard line. Elsewhere, NFL scoreboard, third quarter now in Tennessee. Now you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Corey Liggett makes the stop. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Here's Jackson. Flush to his right. Well, he's going to go for it all. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Here we go on fourth down with Jackson. Complete. Richardson has it. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the fourth. Jackson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now a run with Geis. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now it's Jackson. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
And that incompletion was caused by the defense. I think they were trying to get one into the middle of the field, trying to find a receiver there. But they were in zone defense. And what are the advantages of being in zone? Eyes and reaction. Eyes meaning all eyes are on the quarterback and able to react when he throws the football and rally to that spot. And that's exactly what happened there. Able to get there and knock it away.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Geis, they'll try to run it. And a nice pickup there. It gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
2nd down and goal. Jackson, and he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are back within a single score. Tucker with the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a 1-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Again, it's Mixon. Now this will go for 5 up to the 33. And that is not a sight they want to see. Joe Mixon very slow to get up. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. Off the play fake here. Rivers. Got a man. It's Ross. Complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Phillip Rivers with his 3rd touchdown pass of the game. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
it good on the extra point, and the lead now stands at 13. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
From the 27, Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Geno Atkins racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
45's the mic. Right. Check 45.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to go deep, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 44, and they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10.
Ready! Hey, ground 80!
Shit! Watch the shit!
What? We hit!
Play fake, Rivers. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Watch the whip. Watch the
A 2nd down throw for Rivers. Open man is Ross, complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Hey. Say. Tighten up.
Now Rivers. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They'll run with Geis. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Now after the run by Geis, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Red Delta! Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Start!
Throwing here, Rivers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fields. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one goes for 30 yards. Meanwhile, in Nashville, they're on to the fourth quarter now. You saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Another victory perhaps in the cards. They're looking as good as anybody as the playoffs draw near. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Intended for A.J. Green. Incomplete. It leads to
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10.
Check 3. Kill.
Run 80!
Check Mike 40. Check Mike.
Go!
Check. Mike 40.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Throwing again. Rivers. He'll let this go end zone for Green. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
intended for A.J. Green. Incomplete. Coverage there by Earl Thomas.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Push him back.
They'll throw again. Rivers. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
47-14.